Good morning. Welcome to 401k Dexters. On my way to my job outside the farmstead, my 9 to 5 office job, if you will. I'm a systems engineer for a aerospace company. Spent many years in technical publications as a illustrator, technical writer, editor. Made my way up into management. Just got tired of being in technical publications and the tech pubs world. So saw an opportunity to move over into a systems engineering position, which is a liaison position between the customer, technical publications, and software engineering. So pretty interesting role, something I've enjoyed doing for the last 6 months. But this is my last year of employment before jumping into the retirement realm. Look forward to the financial independence retirement early. I'll be turning 57 this year, so some might consider that young. Some days it doesn't feel young, especially after working out on the ranch or fencing or working in the garden. I'm in pretty good shape for a 57-year-old, but I could stand to lose a few pounds. I think like we all could. Seems like a problem the whole country has. But looking forward to retirement. Saved all these years. Watched several of the YouTube channels on the financial independence. There are some good ones out there. They talk about the transition from being a saver to a spender. And I guess that's probably one of my biggest challenges that I'm looking forward to, is overcoming that transition from save to, okay, now you've got this bucket of money and you need to start planning to spend it well. Right now we're allocated about a 60-40 stocks to bonds ratio with some cash on the side. Got the majority of our finances in Fidelity 401k, some Roth, and an IRA that my wife had transferred from her old 401k to Jazz Wealth. So if you haven't heard of or seen Jazz Wealth, check them out on YouTube. They're a great financial advisory firm, real teachers of financial information. So I really enjoyed Justin, Eric, and the crew. So kudos to those guys. I also listen to Josh Scanlon on YouTube. Great guy. No nonsense, regular old fella. So his channel. Another guy, Steve's Retirement Corner. Again, just a regular old guy. And those folks really encourage me just to pick up the camera, start talking, tell your story. Tell people who you are, what you're doing, where you've been. So that's why we really started 401k Dexters. 401k Dexters came about. We were trying to figure out what to call the homestead, the farm, the ranch, and to register our Dexter cattle, so we had to come up with a ranch name. So I came up with quite a few goofy ones. But Linda said, since we're retiring on your 401k, my 401k, let's just call it 401k Dexters. And the name stuck. We recently got indoctrinated into the Grandparents Club. Our daughter had a beautiful baby boy back in January. I was actually scheduled to retire last fall, and we were to move away from our current home down to East Texas, east of the Athens area. But when our daughter said that she was pregnant, going to have a baby, my wife said, well, we can't move away, and I want to be a babysitter. So I found this systems engineering job to transition from technical publications to an interesting position, still challenging. The pay didn't hurt. It's nice to have that one more year of retirement funding so we could pay for things out of pocket as opposed to taking money out of the retirement account. So here we are in my last year of employment. It's challenging to get up some days and go into the office, and then other days it's fun to try to solve problems and come up with solutions for our customers. So some people can see my Texas Tech logo on my shirt. Graduated with a master's degree. Company paid for it, reimbursed me. Got my bachelor's degree at University of Colorado in Colorado Springs in English, technical writing, and then it just wasn't enough for me for the field, so I thought I would delve into the technical communications degree to find out how information is transferred, knowledge is transferred from engineering to an audience of users through different methods. So very interesting. I couldn't stand English in high school, but for some reason when I got into college, thought I wanted to be an engineer when I grew up. Started taking engineering classes, and I think I hit Calc 2 and it really kicked my you-know-what. So I kind of did a reevaluation. I looked around the job that I was at the time, which was a technical illustrator, and saw writers that develop content for user manuals. So I thought, well, that's something that I might be interested in, and sure enough turned out to be a great career for me. I celebrate 25 years with the company this year. I do get a small pension after retiring. I can't collect it until I'm 60. So Linda's a couple years older than me, and we'll start collecting her Social Security at 62, and then we'll draw down on our 401k and IRAs to the point where my pension kicks on. Then we'll lower that withdrawal and wait for, I'm trying to determine whether to collect at 62 or 67. I've run some numbers, and the difference of payout, you really don't gain anything until your late 80s. So if I lived to 100, it would be good to wait to 67. But otherwise, it's looking like the break-even point is somewhere in the upper 80s. Not sure that that's something I want to wait to have more money at 89 than have money up front and draw down slower earlier in our retirement. So just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about me, about us, our retirement plans, how 401k Dexters came about. So look forward to meeting you guys, adding to the community of YouTubers, homesteaders, retirement, financial independence, gardening, ranching, playing with bird dogs, just kind of what we do and what we are. So we'll talk to you guys later. 401k Dexters out.